They get horny too.
Damn.
The handicap gets horny too.
Yeah.
They got fantasies too.
Hey.
I told y'all
Hey.
about that weirdo stuff, that nugget porn. I told y'all about that. The amputees making dirty movies. Yeah, handicapped people, geniuses, all alike. I mean, the truth is most of these, you know, upper echelon big thinkers are weirdos and have weird tastes. And usually, because of who they are, they get passed over in normal social, you know, environments. So, yeah,
So
why not go somewhere where you can get a handicap?
and
No
Elon
pun
Musk.
intended.
Elon Musk is rumored to be on the list himself, and
Yeah,
he himself is he's a billionaire, but also he has I forgot what they call it, but I don't know if it's a sign of autism or whatever part of the spectrum it's on, but he's part of
yeah.
that. Um, and I don't know if this was when he was a billionaire, or however he reached his billions, but for Elon Musk to be on the list, these are powerful men. Uh, what are your thoughts when you see that
Bill
high
Gates.
level of?
Bill Gates got a mention too.
Oh yeah, Bill Gates is right there too.
Yeah.
Um, is it of concern that before this list came out, that the people in this power they have their hands in keeping this list, suppressed?
Yeah. Come on, man. I think we're speaking about this from a place where we're trying to make it seem like things are fair and people are just and people are decent. And rather than looking at it for what it is, the one thing that all of these files and all of these documents, and let's just be clear, we're talking about 3 million documents that have been released so far. When you release that amount of information, you're doing it to fatigue people. It's going to take people quite some time to get through all of these files. And who knows how long they're going to be available. Stuff might start go missing, things of that nature. But we all should be going through and combing through every inch of everything that's going on. Because when they put that much out there, they're hoping you're going to just overlook something. They're hoping you're going to get fatigued from all of the information and you're not. We got to keep looking. Like we have like 4 people around us that are every day combing through a bit, combing through a bit. We combing through a bit, combing through a bit. And you got to sit down and you got to take your time and look at it. What these files prove is that there are no rules, is that nothing has ever been fair. It's been being covered up. Like that's the point. Like it's
Yeah, when you see there's some people on the list that is no longer with us. Uh, David Stern, the NBA commissioner, he's no longer with us. Michael Jackson, his name was on
which
this
was
list.
odd. That was odd too. Chris Tucker showed up. Like a lot of people showed up. But the funny thing is it's who they're putting up, what they're pushing forward, what they're holding back on. Um, the Sean Carter references, the Jay-Z references are very interesting on so many levels because it's being mentioned from different foyers, like from different aspects. Have you really
Yeah,
gotten a chance to take a look at any of that?
yeah.
Like,
Before we get to Jay Z, because that's a whole situation on itself.
yeah.
Um, yeah, we're gonna get to Jay Z, but I have to ask you, when you see someone like Prince Andrew, not only was he, on the list at the island on the plane, there's a picture of him, you know, s- leaning over, an unknown girl, and he gets strips of his titleship in England as of last year,
Yeah.
and now that just these files have come out and see these pictures, uh, you know,
Finally.
finally, and this is not even all the documents. This is some of it. So to a small portion of what's really out there, to see these things, how And again, I know you've lived and you've had a life to where you've seen some depravity. How far do you think things go when it comes to all this being combed through and the rest of the documents? How much depravity do you feel is in these files with these, millionaires, billionaires, people of status?
I wish I could go into detail. I wish I could be completely honest, but the truth is, even if I were to do that, they would all say that I'm lying. They would all say that I'm crazy. They would all say that I'm messing, I'm making stuff up, just like they've been saying until this happened, just like they said before, until the raid happened, just like, you know what I mean? So it's, I think it's fair to say that there's depravity linked to all of it.
Yeah, there's a picture of Epstein with a young, like I want to say she's probably 11 or 12, maybe younger.
Mhm.
There's a picture of her in an outfit, Epstein smiling with her. Then they
Mhm.
change over to another picture, the girl's hogtied in the bed, same outfit on. And that right there, even just seeing that, it lets me know that this is going to a level that I don't think even we're ready for. And it kind of lets me know that whether Epstein killed himself or not, I don't think this wasn't supposed to come out, and he wasn't supposed to see trial.
Ever, ever. It was never supposed to come out. You know, the funny thing is however he passed away, whether it was by his own hands or not, it's clear they did it because they needed to stop something from being exposed, from something from going forward. I'm just curious if that's going to be Diddy's fate. Like, seriously, at this point in time, to talk about Epstein and to talk about Diddy and to not see them as the same situation, like, there's so many intersections between Epstein and Diddy that we're not even paying attention to. And people who were regulars in the Epstein crew. Like, I'm still shocked that there's nothing about Naomi Campbell really coming forward yet. I'm surprised. I'm like bitterly surprised. Yeah, her
Yeah, they
time.
said she had her name was on the list like the most as far as like flight records.
Yeah,
She was on a lot of flights.
a lot of flights.
You
She's
mentioned,
also Diddy's ex-girlfriend.
hey,
Isn't
hey,
that funny? What a
it-
small world.
there you go. Do you feel Epstein took himself out, or that something else more nefarious happened? I ask that because looking at some of these things that did come out, I've seen men commit suicide for much less. So, do you feel personally that it was Epstein's own doing, or something else happened there?
I mean, if we're going to talk about hypotheticals and stuff like that, what makes who's to say he's dead?
Oh, hey, okay,
No, I mean,
okay.
let's
No,
just be
hey,
honest. I'm
no,
just saying, let's just be honest here. If we want to, play around with a few ideas, let's think about it. Let's think about it quickly and just use quick common sense. He was in a jail cell when he allegedly took his own life. Um, he allegedly hung himself upside his bed, and with all of the footage that they have of him, the moment and the point where he actually did it is missing. They have all of the footage of everything else. A prison. He's being monitored, and there's a minute just missing. Why?
no,
Why would that be missing?
you're right. Plus, he's a
What would be the point to redact that one part? If it's evidence that he took his own life, then why is that part missing? Like, it's just, It's the stupid stuff. I mean, did he take his own life? What should he have taken? Could he wanted it? Yeah, he could have. Could somebody else have done it? Yeah. Is he even dead? Who knows?
Who
Like,
knows?
I think holding these files, as long as they've held these files with all of the information that's in it, has made it very clear that the people that are at the head of all of this can do whatever they want and make people believe whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like,